Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Another episode today that we are filming in Chicago, and today's topic will be, let's talk about the GLS that was recently done at Pine Grove. Now, Pine Grove has long been an area where there has not been much new inventory. As we can see from the results, that there were at least 5 to 6 bidders who bidded for that site, and at a land rate of around 1,300 plus per square foot per plot, we are looking at a break-even price of about 2003 to 2004. So a few key points that you can note with regard to the results of Pine Grove. This is plot A, there will be plot B. Likelihood, the same developers will try to secure their piece of land to average down the cost that they have already paid for the area. That's one. Two, tactically, we are seeing only 520 units that are going to be built at this area, which is not a lot. As you can see, there's not much inventory around there, and with a 99-year leasehold property, I think it allows a lot more growth, as we know that there are more freehold and 999 around that area. Thirdly, I think there's a high potential in growth for that area. If you look at Jalan Anak Bukit, which is just down the street, I think there's a lot more price growth potential around the area. So now we see a triangulation of prices between Holland, Jalan Anak Bukit, which is near Beauty World, as well as Clementi. So if you are looking to place your monies for investment, this could be one area that you can consider. Now, if we look at the whole inventory in the market right now, I think we see a dwindling inventory in terms of new stocks. So what do the results of the two plots in Dunman as well as Pine Grove show you? One thing that I believe that you should consider when you're looking at the results of these two GLS is that developers are not going to just acquire land for the sake of acquiring. They will consider the quantum that they are going to spend on a piece of land. For example, anything above $1 billion, I think there's a lot more consideration. With the rising construction costs involved as well, I think the margins that the developers are going to earn are going to be tighter. And when margins are tighter, it does make less sense to commit a lot of eggs in one basket at a specific location unless their view on that area is very strong. Two, with all these government land sales that are lining up parallel to all the collective sales sites that are hitting the market, developers may be spoiled for choice in terms of what they can possibly acquire, but that does not mean that they are willing to pay an extreme premium with all the rising construction costs that we have mentioned earlier, and with more and more buyers turning cautious in the event that inflation goes out of whack. In the event that we are looking at a likelihood of a possible recession, I think the sentiments in the market will be one of caution, which means that it doesn't have to be a case whereby prices continue to escalate, but in the long term, I think it will. And in the final point to summarize everything that we say today is, when you see the results for government land sale, it does not mean that that will be the trajectory of the market. I think every developer, when they buy a piece of land, they will consider the risk involved in building and selling this project. And if they are very positive and if they are very optimistic towards this particular location, very optimistic towards the particular inventory around the area, and innately, if they are clear and know the buying habits and the buying intent of what the consumers are looking in a specific area, then they will be more aggressive. In that regard, if you are an en bloc owner thinking of putting your site in the market right now and hoping for developers to come and bid for your land, do consider the fact that it does not mean that just a piece of land they will acquire. If your land price is very high and the premium you're expecting is super high as well, I think the developers will think and maybe hold back their buying decisions to maybe end of this year. Because if they are still holding some inventory, they can still make money off selling the inventory that's in their hands. They do not need to further acquire land if it does not make financial sense for them. In this regard, we're going to end this video today, and to look forward to more videos on the channel, please like, share and subscribe and comment below. Thank you very much.